I thought this video was mandatory before the F-250. I'll have the video on this uploaded after this one. I wanted to cover a topic. My favorite news agency has changed. And believe it or not, the concept that this man has, KLW World News, I think it's the future of news. And I think part of it is that's why they're going so hard after that guy to censor him and, harm him, deliberately harm him. They are harming him. Some of the stuff he has is video game stuff. He should have a separate bin, separate box for that. But then again, when you're just one guy alone like me, maybe I should have a separate box for my political commentary. That's something the networks could help us out with, but they don't want to help us out with. You see, they do shit like this. Now, I don't know if you can read all that with this camera. Okay, it was a joke about General Motors because their freaking vehicles are junk. Okay, but it basically says, yeah, my truck's still broke. I need a trans change, or I need money for a trans change. Meaning a transmission. And the beauties there at Twitter, they're still up to their censorship. You see, they still don't like the heterosexual, mainstream, hardworking American. That's why these swarms of vultures that the government is subsidizing came in to take your job and your freedoms away. Okay? Because see, in a third world country, you can take anybody's freedom away because you're the government. And that's what this banana republic is trying to do. But I'll tell you something, locally, there's a couple of courtrooms. The judges are not allowed to hear my cases. And as a matter of fact, they don't want me in their courtroom. And there was a couple of lawyers, like this one over here in Hazleton, that I told him I was going to knock him on his fucking ass in the U.S. Post Office with his smart mouth. You see, I'm an American. I serve my country. I try to pay my taxes and my bills as much as I've been harmed by my government to the best of my ability. But don't taunt me. And don't go there that I should be this and that. Try to steal all my money and everything that I have worked for. Because you see, that's what this government is really up to. And that's why they're doing what they're doing to Lee Wheelbarger. Because I believe Lee is the future of real news, of free world news. The networks are controlled by the CCP through the stuff they try to sell you on their programs, which is garbage now. And it's mostly big pharma, which is out of China, most of it. There are some Canadian drug companies, but not many, and I don't think we import all that much from them. The world's become unbalanced, and the greed is through the corporations. So the future of freedom is really news networks like KLW. Tim Pool, he's another guy. Tim is straight on. He doesn't make stuff up. He doesn't pull it out of his ass, and he presents it in a very sensical way. I mean, I would work for either one of the guys. I really would. They should go on even Gary Franchi. I mean, he just, his shit filter gets full and he lets it loose. Well, you know something? That's being an American, and I think you have that prerogative to, say, look, don't insult me. See, they can censor me because they thought I hurt somebody's feelings, but they could give a rat's ass if they hurt my feelings. I'm squinting because the sun's in my eyes, by the way. I got a real hard... This time of year, the sun angle is, it's out there. We're in a different azimuth. This is a mountain here. I'm on the mountainside, or actually a mountain plateau. And the mountainside is down over there. It drops off into the valleys and the farming areas. So, saying what I'm saying to you is Lee Wheelbarger is a pioneer. He should be proud of what he did. He does toot his horn a little bit. Like I said, he could calm down. He's an older guy. It's the problem is guys like that. That's where guys, they run into problems with guys like us, especially if we pop off to them. Well, we've been through combat. We've been through shit. We've stepped over dead people, their pets, their children, pools of blood. And that's why we are the way we are. You're mentally traumatized, maybe PTSD. Now, it's called a life's experience and you never forget it. So then when you hear somebody trying to push the same agendas that got a whole bunch of people killed where you were at, and it's on your home turf, you start getting very aggressive. And that's where I'm pissed off at Trump. He better start putting these Muppets in jail for treason, because they're getting people killed. Some kids just decided to do an act of terror and shoot a 42-year-old woman in a Walmart down in South Carolina. Hakeem Jeffries, Madeline Waters there, or Maxie Pad Waddles as I call her, okay? And that other atrocious ill in the head Omar, okay? Plaskett, okay? You don't represent the blacks, okay? That would be the same as if everybody in the major news that's white wanted to perpetrate violence on somebody else. You don't do it. And to me, listening to you through the years, I would testify in front of God in a court, you were inciting violence. This type of murder is not acceptable in our country. It's what gets other people killed, is people like you that incite those things, and then you deny and censor us, Lee Wheelbarger. You don't do those things, okay? And let's hope I don't get flagged, okay? Because I don't promote violence. There's always an alternate solution. I call it an unsolved opportunity, unless somebody's got a gun on you, okay? I've served my country. I've served in a war that I didn't want to. I had a nice life before George Bush ever got inaugurated. I had banks threatening to loan me money. Then I couldn't get another fucking dime when he got that nomination. It's really sick. So, Lee, I am still being blocked by giggle shits to try to join your coffee cup network or whatever the hell you call it. I think my son might be able to get it done for me. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I really would like to join it and contribute to you, okay? I think, like I said, I think you're a pioneer. You're on to something, Lee. You really are. And that's what I wanted to thank guys like for my new year. Lee, don't lose your edge. Keep presenting this stuff on YouTube because it's the only goddamn place I can get it. When I do search for you on Rumble, I get all your old videos. Now you said maybe go to live. I'm going to try that because I never did that. I just go current videos in my search or latest video, or if I know sometimes my son says it's on Rumble but it's not on YouTube, so I got to go search for it. So I look for it by date. So I'll take your advice. I do listen to you, by the way. There are other people, Lee, that you're not counting that do listen to you. Just so you know, there are other people. And thank you. Have a happy new year, everybody.